All right, I'm going to take that opportunity to press record there as people join the webinar. Welcome, guys. Ken and Ralph and Scott and James. Thank you for joining me almost every week. I see a lot of familiar names on there, but today's a special version. Today's a Thursday edition. We're going to go out on the road with 2GIG in the next couple of months. So I'm going to be announcing some dates. I'm going to put an email in your inbox on tomorrow morning, and that's going to contain this recording as well as Randy's slide deck. And again, as we go through this next hour, feel free, with your Q&A, tell us where you are with 2GIG. Are you new to it? Have you been installing it for quite some time and you want to get to some specifics? Charles and Randy will be able to not only address your questions, but we just want to get a feel for the audience if you can. So hit us on Q&A throughout the hour. We'll address all that, but good presentation today. Let's get to work on it. But you will see us live in our stores to continue the 2GIG conversation. And yes, my 2GIG hat is on. I'm ready to go.
Thank you.
I am game ready to turn it over to my two partners in crime here today. Charles, thank you so much for joining at short notice. Your wealth of knowledge. I can't wait to have you on as a presenter. And Randy, thank you so much for helping me not only with the presentation, the scripting and getting this in front of our partners and the confidence behind it. But thank you for stepping up and making the presentation yourself. So
Absolutely.
Randy, take it away.
All right, thank you, Gary. Welcome, dealers and Snap One locals if you're on the line. 2GIG Nice has had a great opportunity for the last many years to partner with Snap One, mainly as independents, as Gary was mentioning, by delivering best-in-class 2GIG products to their valued dealers, you. We are excited to be presenting today, and we hope that you will be as excited about 2GIG after this call as we are passionate about this line every day we come to work. All right, welcome. We appreciate you all for joining us today. My name is Randy Logan. I'm an national account manager, and I'm joined with Charles, who's a regional sales manager, who joins us from Canada. I will lead the presentation, and Charles will fill in my gaps. He does a really good job with that. Please use chat to ask any questions, and we will look for them as we move along the presentation. But first, at NICE, we are fully committed to Snap One as our partner and to you, Snap One's valued dealers, to make using our lines profitable and reliable for years to come. Today, we will look at the opportunities 2GIG has to offer by delivering best-in-class products to you and your customers. Today, we will focus on our award-winning 2GIG platform and more of an emphasis on our 2GIG Edge. I will start by sharing the NICE people who we are. What you will learn today, the difference between our platforms, key benefits, product details, and tools and resources available to you. What we want you to take away is that we are easy to install and program, reliable, innovative, expandable, and a strong catalog of attachments that results in more money to you and happy end users. And we offer everything you need to support and make you successful. A win-win for Snap One, you, and most of all, your customers. Charles, do you want to add anything to that?
I just wanted to say welcome to everybody and look forward to this presentation.
All right, let's start with the people. The NICE people. NICE has had a long history of delivering innovation and reliable products to the market for decades. The acquisition of Nortec, which just recently happened, will give our teams the opportunity to deliver best-in-class products to you and your customers. What does this mean to you? Our teams across all the business units collaborate on products and innovation that has a through line to your customers. We manufacture with ease of installation and reliability for you to get in and out of your projects, and for the same ease of use and innovative expandability to your customers. We make it easy for all. 2GIG, if you didn't know, started in a garage with two guys. And so did NICE. It started with one guy in a garage in 1993 by an Italian entrepreneur. Shared common start, same common goal. The map above shows our reach, strength, and purpose. We are a global partner delivering innovation worldwide. This is important to share with you because We have a team of 3,000 people, and we have R&D facilities, manufacturing facilities, and offices all over the world in which we can lean into to continue to deliver great products to all of you. I just want you to know that our compass is always set to deliver the best of the best to you and your customers. At NICE, we deliver powerful solutions, and we are the global leader in security and home automation in residential and commercial markets. As I mentioned, and what this slide shows, we manufacture products from gate to roofline with the intent and laser focus of making you successful through our innovative technologies. Easy to install, reliability, and a complete catalog of products to make you money and happy customers. We borrow and integrate technologies from our other business units shown above to deliver cross-platform solutions in all our lines to you for the betterment of your customers. We pride ourselves on our successful installation in the market, and you should be comforting to know that we are tried and true solutions. As you can see, we've installed over 45 million total panel solutions. That's including all our brands successfully in the market. We have over 200 plus patents in our technologies, and we have over 100 industry awards, recognitions for innovation and excellence. And that resonates out to all these products that we're going to share with you today. Do you have anything to add to that, Charles?
Yeah, I just really love the fact that we can leverage all the different technologies and features and benefits into our solutions. And that really just means that, as I mentioned in the previous call, that we're trying to enhance our customers' experience and being able to leverage these technologies. And we'll go into it a little bit more in detail, but using our artificial intelligence, using our smart home automation features and products and things like that. There's lots of stuff that we can do, and it's great to know that we work for an organization that puts multiple efforts into all of these different lines. We have over 200 plus engineers that work for us. A few of them are PhD candidates, and being able to leverage their expertise and being able to come up with award-winning products is something that is not many people can say, and I'm proud to be an employee of the NICE North America team.
As I am as well, and as you'll find the teams that you integrate with in your markets, we all are very seasoned, excited, and really welcome the opportunity to now expand out our abilities in our market. So that's really who we are, the NICE people, and what we bring to market. And that's important for you to know, because we're in it for your customers. Our through line is customer focused, getting you in and out paid, and getting your customers satisfied so that you get referrals in everything you deal with our lines. So let's jump into what our products, the 2 gig today. So welcome to 2 gig. It starts with our 2 panels that are tried and true. On the left, our GC2, and on our right, our new 2 gig edge panel is the heart of what we offer. We will focus on the edge panel in this presentation, but let's touch base on the GC2 for a moment. The GC2 has been the leader for over 10 years and over 5 million installations. Rock solid and a workhorse. Charles, you want to share some of the features and benefits of that panel?
Yeah, we'll certainly get into the edge features and benefits, but right now talking about the GC2E, it is the first of its kind. Way back, 10 plus years ago, we were the first to come up with a self-contained wireless alarm system with a built-in Z-Wave chipset, and that is the GC2E. We have leveraged Linear's, another one of our product lines. We have leveraged their reliability. So we have a fail rate of less than 1%, which means that you, the dealer, can ask those customers for referrals. They will never refer you to anybody else if you constantly have to roll trucks, if the systems don't work. And we have that ability to get you that extra business, those referrals, with our reliability and our award-winning products.
Yep, and as I mentioned, easy to install, reliable, as we talked about for the last 10 years, plus the 5 million panels sold. It does come with a color touch screen interface. It has radios that go in and out. You want to share a little bit about the radios?
Yeah, absolutely. Using the GC2E versus the Edge, as you can see, the GC2E has got a 5-inch screen, very cost effective for those customers that don't want to pay. Then you get some other customers that do want to pay and want the newest, latest, and greatest, and we have that with the Edge. The GC2E comes with 60 zones, wireless zones, 2 hardwired inputs. The 2 gig Edge panel has 100 zones. Both of them have the Z-Wave Plus controllers in there. Ease of use, reliability, and we'll certainly get into more of that as we move along.
Yep, thank you for that. So let's talk about some of the cutting edge features that we bring to market. Now, this is exciting stuff and why you're all here. Over the next few slides, we'll talk through some of the cool benefits and highlights, but I wanted to pause here for a moment. 2 gig is the original innovator of residential security space. We just discussed that. Not only that, the GC2 panel has been out for over 10 years, which we talked about. We leveraged that history and experience and built yet another security panel from the ground up. That's important to know. With the goal of making you, our dealer, successful and competitive in the market. We've engineered the latest and greatest technology advancements. And it starts with the ease of use of the panel itself for the customer, the easy use of installing and programming and learning in all the sensors, the ability to have smart home control, all our advanced technologies, which we'll go into in a moment, and it's private and secure. These are all things that we focused on that resonate with your customer, the things that give them the expandability, the ease of use, and the private and secure feeling of having a panel on their wall. And we are the industry's first in giving facial recognition, which we'll talk about later in the presentation. Charles, you want to expand a little bit on these key benefits?
Yeah, absolutely. The ease of use is obviously something that is key for our dealers. No one's going to use something that requires, an engineering degree. Everybody wants to install and then be in and out. We have that ability. Not only are we reliable, but our installation and programming times it can be done in 30% less time. And then being able to, of course, enhance the customer's experience with the smart home control. Nobody has some of the technologies that we are offering today, and we'll certainly get into it in the following slides.
Great, thank you. So let's go into the ecosystem and what the Edge panel offers. So as we talked about, we handle the 345 megahertz sensors and peripherals, 900 megahertz peripherals, Z-Wave, and we'll talk about a little bit more about what Z-Waves we cover. We have cameras that integrate in, and we do both cellular Wi-Fi and we hook into your router. The Edge panel is compatible with a variety of sensors and attachments and cameras. And Charles, you want to share a little bit more about our ecosystem?
Yeah, I mean, the ecosystem, whether you're talking about, health and wellness, personal wellness, when you're talking about just security or smart home automation, we have a full product line that can help you win more business. Not everybody just needs security. One thing that we have learned during COVID is that we cannot see some of our family members as much as we wanted to for fear of potential getting infected and things like that. So being able to offer an ecosystem where you can have it installed at your parents' house, you can have them installed with your customers, and being able to offer them all types of scenarios. Because one thing what I've noticed during a sales call is during your needs analysis, not everybody has their mother living with them. Some people have tenants. Some people are never home. They're stay-at-home moms. Everybody has different applications, and being able to customize a security and or smart home automation system for your customers, it then doesn't become a matter of price. Nobody cares about the price when you've addressed a concern for them. And I think in the following slides, you'll be able to see our ecosystem and how we can help your customers. Being able to use cellular Wi-Fi as a primary, through our backend provider like alarm.com, using the cellular communicator, the alarm.com cellular communicator or Wi-Fi as a primary form of communication gives you that ability to adjust according to your customer's location. Being able to use it with alarm.com, being able to provide that experience that enhances that customer's experience. So these are all some of the things that we can do for you.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about how it speaks to the remote service provider, especially on the end user platforms.
Yeah, I mean, one of the great things about alarm.com is the fact that I think once a year they have a hacker contest. So they actually invite some hackers to come in and try to defeat their system, try to get around it, and they're not able to do so. I don't believe anyone has actually won it yet. So being able to offer a safe and secure form of technology that keeps them connected. So being able to make sure that the kids are safe or that their in-laws are safe, being able to make sure that your employees are safe. These are all features and benefits that will really enhance the customer's experience.
Yep, and we also work with a lot of third-party devices like the Google Home and Alexa. Many of these devices that are currently in the home or in the market to be purchased. It connects up so that you can have voice control through your home, through the panel, and through alarm.com and into the panel itself. You want to share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, being able to integrate with a lot of the types of technologies that are available today, going to places like Best Buy, going to all these electronic stores, everybody offers some type of home automation feature. One of the beautiful things about alarm.com is that ability to put all of these features and benefits into one app and being able to use that to make sure that your loved ones are safe.
And the great benefit to you as a dealer or the installer is that you can do remote programming, create accounts, and do some firmware upgrades through alarm.com right into the panel that's installed into your customer's home. And let's share a little bit about what that everything centers around that alarm.com, the panel communicating out through either Wi-Fi or broadband, and then out into the home through computers and other devices out there. But that center cloud, the alarm.com, is really the middleman. And let's talk about the strength of that and how it glues it all together. You want to cover that, Charles?
Yep. Yeah, the alarm.com is we're a great partner with them. We were actually the original partner with alarm.com when 2 gig first came out. Again, alarm.com, everybody needs to be connected to their business, to their family, to their extended family, and putting all of these devices, as I mentioned, you can get lights and blinds and thermostats, all independently operated. So when the customer wants to turn down the thermostat, they might have to go to one different app. When they want to close the blinds, they'll have to go to a different app. Being centrally into one app just really makes it easy to use for the customer. I like to say, as a panel manufacturer, we are the steak to alarm.com's sizzle. And that really is true, because we have got, we are a hardware manufacturer technology company that makes a great product and lots of different products, and using the back-end provider like alarm.com just really enhances that customer experience. It really makes sure that it creates what we call stickier accounts. There's so much competition that's out there, and oftentimes people are, it then becomes a race to zero. Well, they're going to give me 6 months free, when they're going to give me 9 months free, and they're adding all these different devices. You don't need to do that. Again, as I mentioned, through needs analysis, finding out what those customers' expectations or requirements are, using a backend provider like alarm.com. They've got their technical support is great. All of their RSMs, great people that you can rely on. Very similar to us, being able to rely on your local regional sales manager to help you win more business. And we can do that, and let us show you how.
Thank you for that. And so we shared the 2 panels, the GC2 and the Edge panel, and we shared how it interfaces with alarm.com. But now let's talk a little bit about the products that wrap around the panel and how you will enhance the installation, starting with our sensors, our 345 megahertz sensors. you want to share with us a little bit how we have defined our sensor catalog and what's available?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. One of the great things about 2GIG is the fact that we have a breadth of product lines of products that we can offer you. As I said, not everybody has the same concerns. Some people have kids, some people don't have kids. Everyone is concerned about protecting their property. That is something that is a common denominator. Getting those notification sensors. We've got a great line of notification sensors like our water leak detector. Telling a customer that you can help prevent floods or help minimize the damage for floods using a water leak sensor. When people have recreational homes that they're not into, every week, and maybe they only get there on the weekends, how nice is it to let the customer know, hey, if there's a flood in your recreational property, we'll get notification. And now it's not a matter of water leaking for the entire week. Now it's, oh, I'm going to get on this because I noticed a leak and I'm going to go get someone to turn off the water. You're help mitigating risk and liability through these types of sensors. Things like our outdoor wireless contact here in Canada, in Toronto, where I'm from, in the wintertime, it could be anywhere from -10 to -50. And we have these types of sensors that work in the outdoors. The outdoor rated wireless contact has a 2-inch gap, which is perfect for gates and sheds and garages and things like that. We've got things like a repeater. So when you have a customer who's got a standalone garage or their pool out in the backyard, you want to extend that range, you can easily do that with the repeater. We have a firefighter that is an audio detector that will allow you, the dealer, to use the customer's existing life safety devices, meaning to say if they've got 110 smokes and COs plugged in life safety devices, you can use this audio firefighter to detect those signals to help minimize the amount of smokes and COs that are on the wall or on the ceiling rather. Personal safety like panic buttons, being able to talk to your small or medium-sized business owner to talk to them about, hey, if anything goes wrong, you need to just push this button and help will come. Randy and myself, and I'm sure among others of you, making sure that your family is safe. We are road warriors, and so sometimes we're not always there, and just there is that peace of mind of knowing that if something happens, we know that emergency services will respond. Our door window contacts are great. We have things like a takeover module. So for those customers that have an existing hardwired system, we can convert those hardwired zones into wireless zones. We can utilize those existing devices that are there. We can add with our door contacts, we've got auxiliary, a switch that you can hardwire some of those devices in there using motion detectors, glass break detectors. I mean, really, when I look at security, I look at it as layers of security. And however much you can afford, Mr. Customer, we're going to put that in for you, whether it's using door contacts and motions or glass breaks. We have a great gun motion detector that will allow, it's essentially a trigger lock for those customers that have guns, using something like our 2GIG Edge that will allow those customers to safely secure those firearms. And if somebody were to touch it other than the actual gun owner, you want that notification. So we have lots and lots of different products. This is just a very small sample of what we have, and certainly reaching out to your regional sales manager to help you walk through that, because let's face it, customers don't know what they don't know. They're not in the business, we are. So if we talk to them about things like our fall detection pendant, costs of living have increased. Not many people can afford to send their parents to an old age home or don't want to, but so they have them move into the basement. So offering them something like a fall detection pendant or a personal help button in case they fall down the stairs and they're by themselves, to get that notification. Again, it's really just making sure that you offer the right solution for your customers will help you win more business, and us in turn. It's a win-win situation for everybody.
Yeah, and thank you for that. And what's important here is that you have choices to work with, and these sensors. Charles, maybe we're going to be going out doing more technical training in branches. And actually touching and feeling a lot of these sensors and panels and seeing how they interact. But installing these panels, and when we talk about ease of installation and programming, these sensors learn themselves in quick. Can you just touch on that just for a moment?
Yeah, absolutely. We have that ability to go, when you're programming devices, we have that ability to use the sensor to learn into the panel. So with the door contact, you can install the door contact. When you get into programming, you get into the learning mode, you're able to open and close that particular door window contact, and it's going to automatically learn in. So again, it really makes it easy for those technicians to get in and out, and knowing that it is reliable is the key, I think.
Yep, and we'll get more into that when we get into the branches, but that's the other benefit of the 2 gig line is the ability for us to not only have you install these sensors and have the options in your tool belt to do this, but the ease of use of installing and programming is what gets you in and out and gets you paid. So adding things to your customers as you move along isn't a time-consuming thing for you. It's just an option for you to add more to your sale and to easily program in. So let's move on into the second portion of our automation, which is the home automation through Z-Wave and our ability to take in Z-Wave products that we have in our catalog, as well as other Z-Wave products that are on the market, and learn them into the panel and create a smart home environment. You want to touch on that?
Sure. As most of you will know, the Z-Wave is creating basically essentially a mesh network for your whole home ecosystem, and using things like a garage door opener, and then things like our thermostat. Living here in Canada, obviously in the wintertime and most of the northern United States, being able to play around with your thermostat to reduce the temperature, the ambient temperature when required. Going on vacation, there's nothing better than going on vacation but then worrying about the state of your home, and being able to use the alarm.com app to increase or decrease the temperature. I've seen studies that show that if you reduce the temperature of your house by 2 degrees every day, you save $1 a day. That'll pretty much pay for the customer's monitoring fees. So being able to leverage something like that into a cost-saving measure for the customer, being able to use things like wall switches and dimmer switches, and creating scenes with our GC2E and Edge panels. When we're traveling or are away from the house for an extended period of time, it's nice to know that lights will come on at certain times, whether it's your front porch light, whether it's your kitchen lights, whatever the case is, and make it look lived in, and that somebody is actually there. Especially on social media, oftentimes people are talking about their vacations and posting these types of things when they're on vacation, which makes them vulnerable to a potential break-in. And being able to show that not only do you get notification if somebody tries to steal a package through, on your porch, or whether it's just making sure that the area is safe, using these Z-Wave home automation products will really, again, enhance the customer's experience, create loyalty to want to stay with you. And as I mentioned before, the reliability of the 2 gig panels, so that you can ask for those referrals and get their businesses, and have some type of referral campaign where they'll be able to get a discount or free devices or something like that. It's just a real great way to enhance the customer's experience. One of the things that I do talk about is the fact that 10 years ago, if I were to leave my work cell phone at home and travel 100 miles, I'd wait till the end of the day to go pick up my messages. Today, I'll drive 300 miles from my house, and if I've left my cell phone at home, I got to go back and get it, because we are all connected to our family, to our businesses, and we want to make sure that everyone is safe, and we can certainly do that with these types of products.
Yeah, thank you for that. So as you can see, that both the GC2 and our new innovative Edge panel is an all-in-one panel, giving you the opportunity to install a panel and many, many different types of solutions based on your customers' needs. It really gives you a lot of flexibility and opportunity when you visit into your customers' houses to do a lot more than just security. Security is super important, and that's the entree in, but then adding on as you go, know that 2 gig has this catalog, as well as other devices that are in the Z-Wave family, to give you opportunity to give a complete solution through our panel. Let's dive into the Edge panel and get a little bit deeper in and share some of these technologies that we were talking about. We introduced this panel about 1.5 years ago. It is important because we took these technologies from all our different business units, as I mentioned before. Prior to the NICE acquisition, we had a very robust or we have a very robust home automation system that installs a lot of these glass panels into the home through our control product. So we looked at that as our entree into more of an elegant feature, a more elegant panel to put on the wall that we can now incorporate in, better looking logos or icons, ease of use, and importing in and sharing more information on the screen. So we released this panel. We got immediately we got acknowledgement from the industry, which is always important, because if the industry has taken your panel and really worked it hard and looked at it and awarded it, then you have a solid panel behind you. So we have all these resources, and we have all these people that have been doing this for so long that we knew that we needed to release a new panel into the market that would be accepted by our industry first, that gave the confidence for you, the dealer, to install to our customers. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, differentiating yourselves from the competition is essential to winning business. We all know that. We do not have a 7-inch touchscreen tablet, and we did not convert that into our edge panel. This is something that is built from the ground up, leveraging our 2 gig technology. So this is something that, again, and one of the reasons I believe that we are reliable is the fact that we have not integrated into a 7-inch tablet, but we've actually built this from the ground up, leveraging our speaker technology, leveraging our artificial intelligence. We purchased a company called Intellivision a couple of years ago, and leveraging that technology. The linear access control, telephone entry, all of our commercial stuff, reliable. We're basically putting all of these features and benefits into the panel to help you, the dealer, win more business.
Right. And the ease of use that I talked about, as you can see, the icons that we've kept in our portfolio for a long period, easy to understand what the icons are. We went after a very stunning and bold design of the panel itself, knowing that aesthetics is important. If you just need security and you just want an in and out, the GC2E is perfect for that scenario. As you move through through different types of home developments, the edge panel fits now into another area in which aesthetics are important. We built a bright display with a responsive cap technology control. So everything we're used to with our phones and how we navigate in our lives using cap technology is built into this panel. Same one button access for all your functions, up to 8 remote keypads. If you have a home that you're going into that has multiple areas of the house, or you want to utilize some of our smart home technology, which Charles will talk about in a moment. On-screen camera feeds with this elegant panel allows you to feed in cameras into your panel and have a good experience. And really what's great about having something on your wall is the ability to use your own photos or any types of video or that you want to put on your wall to just amplify what you have going on in the house. So it's not just a black glass thing on your wall, but the ability to, run a photo scene back and forth. And then finally, our industry first face recognition, which came from our Intellivision acquisition a couple years ago, that allows you to arm and disarm your panels through your face. And I will let Charles go through a little bit more in detail.
Yeah, the easy to use. I mean, the panels are easy to use. It's easy to use for the customer, and that's what we need. Through alarm.com, I believe it's through Mobile Tech, you can run a report to see how engaged your customer is with the devices that you've installed for them. One thing that we do know is that your attrition does go up very high if your customers are not using the equipment that they paid for. So we wanted to make sure by using this panel, by making it user friendly for the customer to use, big, bold design, big icons, making it really easy for the customer to use, because we know how competitive the marketplace is. We want to make sure that our customers are engaged. We want to make them, stay with with us for 3 to 5 to 10 years. They want to be able to refer you. Everybody wants to be the person to recommend something to their friends and family members. And when you have a system that's easy to use, it lends itself well to, to have your customers speak about how great the 2 gig edge panel is and some of the features and benefits that we'll certainly go into, our smart areas, the facial recognition. I mean, these are things that people will talk about, when we inevitably have more people allowed into our house again, and being able to see that beautiful edge panel, and when it's not in use in the screensaver, being able to use the pictures and videos. I mean, even you, the dealer, can add a little picture in there if you wanted to, for your logo and things like that. There's just so many things that we can do, and making it easy to use for the customer is imperative to ensuring that that customer stays with you for a long time.
Thank you. And we talked about it several times. I brought it up, the ease of install and programming, but really the one key word that I think is important to remember is the flexibility of this panel, the ability to take 2 hardwired zones and outputs, including support to a local, to an external siren, built-in glass break detection. If somebody breaks it, it will alarm for you. So all these install and programming are all things that we look through your eyes and through the customer's eyes in what would be the best panel possible to bring to market. And Charles, you want to expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, from a technical point of view, or from a technician's point of view, rather, the third hand and the built-in level for easy mounting is really good for technicians. Oftentimes, it's just the one technician. It's a beautiful 7-inch touchscreen that you don't want to drop. You don't want them to drop it. So using that third hand, being able to make sure that that level, that panel or that keypad is straight and level, that is essential. Talking about the smart areas, we have 4 partitions with up to 8 remote keypads. So basically, essentially 2 keypads for every partition. And this will really help you, the dealer, when talking to a customer who has a basement tenant, or small to medium-sized businesses where they want to keep their all their liquor stashed in one place, IT rooms, those types of things. As I mentioned before, we have a great gun motion detector, which is a trigger lock for your firearms, and being able to put that on a separate partition. I may have mentioned that, it's 30% faster to install. For those high volume residential dealers, being able to do 2, 3, 4 installations a day versus the 1 just allows you, the dealer, to make more money. And we have great certification programs that we'll talk about later in the slide, to help you and your installers install and program these things, in a matter of a couple of hours, instead of being there for the whole day. So we try to make it easier for our technicians to use the panel and want to engage with that, and talking about, ultimately the technician is the last person that from the dealer that they're going to see. So you want to make sure that experience is a good experience, so that being able to make sure that the technician is properly trained, which we can help, maybe even letting them know that we've got some great notification sensors to upsell them and things like that. They have that confidence of knowing that they can install and program any of these devices, and we're obviously very happy to help.
Thank you for that. Yeah, and I just want to amplify the fact that we recognize time is money, as Charles alluded to, for you. So the easier and the faster we can have you install the product and get you in and out is our main focus. Is the reliability, the ease of use, and the quick install and programming all together give you the opportunity to install more systems throughout your day, your week, and in turn get you more opportunity to grow your business. So let's talk about the smart home functionality a little bit deeper. Again, we built this panel for the future, so including this new Z-Wave 700 series to support a larger ecosystem and to look towards the future in how Z-Wave products are coming to market. That was important for us to have in this panel, so that you had years and years and years of the ability to go back to your customers once they understood that they wanted more smart home technology in there. They have a security panel in there, and they're taking full advantage of the security panel with the comfort of securing their family, but now want more home functionality, the panel's there waiting for you to come back in and make a return call and start lighting up more of the home in a home automation. Charles, you want to get a little bit deeper into that?
Yeah, the the Z-Wave 700 series chip is the newest, latest, and greatest from Z-Wave. We have that built into our panels and our devices. I love the fact that we can do a live view for any standalone CCTV systems that are out there. Oftentimes customers are buying their own CCTV systems and having them installed. So long as they're on-viv compliant and set under Profile S, they should be able to see their cameras. You can get 4 cameras or up to 8 cameras with a quad view of each, using them for the remote keypads. Some of my dealers are using the secondary keypad as just to be able to see their cameras. Alarm.com using the geofencing. I have small kids at home, or not so small anymore, but knowing that I'll get a notification when they are within a mile of my home is something that is just essential. The live view and answer for any of the Alarm.com cameras and doorbells. We know that porch theft is huge anywhere in the world. And being able to get that notification, being able to use some of the other third-party peripherals, whether it's a Z-Wave lock and those types of things, using some of our partners' third-party peripherals. I mean, it's just something that, again, enhancing that customer experience. The voice activation through Alexa, Google Home, and Siri. I would probably say that there's at least a 50% adoption through that, and everyone has some type of voice activation feature, and being able to leverage Alarm.com and being able to manipulate or to use the system with Alexa, Google Home, and Siri really is of great benefit to the customer.
Yep, thank you for that. And so we move into what the advanced technologies inside, kind of looking within the inside of this panel and see what it has to offer and the power. And I'll let Charles run through what that advanced technology is.
Yeah, we have a quad core processor in the 2 gig edge panel. Nobody has that today. It just means that it allows the panel to do so much more than the others. The high resolution is key as a key selling feature for the customers to be able to see that it has really high resolution and rich colors and all of those types of things. We bought a company called Intellivision, as we discussed, and the integrated analytics in there, and there's more coming. Leveraging these technologies, I think, is just something that, it is key. It is imperative for companies like us as a technology manufacturer to include and to ensure that we're able to use the latest and greatest. We have 2 digital microphones with echo and noise cancellation. We've leveraged our speaker manufacturers that we have, everything from Proficient to Speakercraft to Niles, and being able to leverage that technology into our speakers. The dual path communication in terms of using either the cellular or Wi-Fi is key. A Wi-Fi access point to be able to isolate and ensure that those keypads and those devices that are using the Wi-Fi access point are going to be reliable. One of the great things that I love is the fact that we have a built-in 4G LTE Cat 1 radio into the panel with AT&T and Verizon options in the US. And what's great about that is that when we inevitably migrate from a 4G to a 5G to a 6G, we're going to be able to do that over the air. We're going to help minimize those truck rolls, being able to offer that type of solution for those customers. We know that there is a 3G sunset that is imminent. And how many of you are going to be rolling trucks for those customers that are on a 3G network? You won't need to do that with the Edge panel because all of that stuff is over the air. And being able to offer those advanced technologies really allows you to sell more.
Yep, this panel has a lot to offer. So let's talk about what's very important to your customer. And this is, again, the through point that we talk about from beginning a concept of a panel through manufacturing out to you and through your customers, which is the privacy and security of a panel and how we handled it and how we took that into consideration when we built this panel. Charles, you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, 100%. Private and secure, I mean, that is, in this day and age of Big Brother, there's a lot of concerns about privacy and making sure that everything is secure. We have the ability to turn off your built-in cameras. All of our analytics, all of our biometric data is stored on the panel and not on the cloud. Again, for those customers that are concerned about privacy and security, knowing that they have that ability to do that, using the S2 encryption, which is essentially a 4-digit PIN to enhance that security, using our E-series encrypted sensors means that those customers that are trying to leave, or those some of those dealers that want to take over the existing system, they won't be able to do that. And which makes them more beholden to you, the dealer. And again, as I mentioned, creating loyal customers, stickier accounts, lowering your attrition, and being able to offer that type of privacy and security, I think, is key to differentiating yourself in the marketplace.
That's great. Thank you. And then the most important, or one of the most important things that we were able to develop and leapfrog in technology was our industry's first face recognition arm disarm. So Charles, you want to share what the benefits of that will be for the consumer?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited about the facial recognition system that we have. It is super easy. I mean, I even had my 12-year-old enroll himself. Once you get onto, as you can see in that picture, once you get into the programming mode of the facial recognition, it essentially asks you to look at 10 o'clock and look at 2 o'clock, and that's it. Being able to offer this to, those customers that have dog walkers that come in and take their dog out for walks, contractors, when you're doing, home renovations, employees, all of those types of things. We've had to add anti-spoofing measures during our beta testing. We had one of our dealers present a picture to the panel, and it disarmed the system. Hence why we had to put in these anti-spoofing measures by looking at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. It is intuitive insofar as, if you decide to grow, or if you have that ability to grow a 5 o'clock shadow at, 2 o'clock, it'll recognize that you're wearing a hat. With COVID, there's a lot more of me to love these days because we haven't been able to go out and leave the house and see all of our loved ones. And this facial recognition system accounts for all of that. So it actually is more intuitive. So if you had a military buzz cut and then decided to grow your hair to your shoulders, it'll recognize that and certainly enhance that experience. And again, being able to let your customer know that all of this data is stored on the panel, and once you delete it, that's it. So again, you can enroll up to 10 faces. So, you have to pick and choose who you can give access to. The way I see it is, I would enroll a face for anyone that I would give a key to my house. Those are the people that need it. I would not give my contractor a key to the house. I would enroll the face or their face to ensure that it's just them that is arming and disarming, because with contractors, oh, here, take this key and go to this customer's house, not really knowing what that person may or may not do. So being able to use the facial recognition, again, is something that'll differentiate you from the marketplace because nobody else offers that. And then it doesn't become a race to zero by having these types of technology. And again, obviously the on-viv compatibility with the standalone CCTV systems is, again, something that nobody else offers.
That's great. And then expandability was another key feature that we wanted to bring to market. So using remote keypads that have that same elegant look and feel that the panel itself, the mother panel has of itself. Same easy to use, consistent user interfaces. As Charles said, you could use it for either a smart area of your home or for just running camera feeds. But the ability for you to offer the ability to run remote keypads throughout the home so that you could extend the experience that you have on the main panel out to different areas of the house or wherever an extended or remote keypad would be needed. Do you want to? It also extends your Wi-Fi as a bounce, but you want to share a little bit more on that?
Yeah, the remote keypad is, in talking with dealers who have customers, it's typically the customers that have an existing security system with multiple keypads. They are used to having those secondary keypads. This is a fully functioning secondary keypad that will allow the homeowner and those authorized people to play around with the settings, the smart home functions of it, for those customers that have a basement tenant or a tenant, being able to give them access to their particular partition that allows them to turn on off all the lights and the thermostats and those types of things. It just really is a great experience for those customers that have already used it. Most customers, if they've never had a security system, oftentimes will not need a secondary keypad, but it's nice to know that we can add up to 8 keypads using the 4 partitions or smart areas that we use to be able to use it in different ways, and giving that flexibility to the dealer to ensure that they win that business by, again, through needs analysis, to ensure that they can address any of those concerns.
Perfect. So just as a recap for our panels and our sensors, we have 2 options. We have the GC2, which gives you an easy in and out, low cost solution that still has the same reliability and flexibility and expandability that all our panels have, but the ability to go in and have that as an option. We have the step up into the edge panel, which gives you, again, ease of use, easy to program, flexibility, a large catalog of sensors and ability to make smart home, and then the elegance of being able to expand your customers' offerings through all the things that we shared with you here. So that's really kind of a recap of what the sensors and the panels offer. I wanted to end with some of these tools and resources that I promised you. We do have a Nortec training university that houses all the videos, certifications, tips and tricks of how to install, tons and tons of information. This will be part of this deck that will be sent out to you for you to get involved in. So sign up for the Nortec University, go in and take advantage of all the content that's available to you as a resource. And we also have an extensive dealer marketing built for the dealer, built for you to customize materials that we have on our website or on our portal, for you to be able to drop your logos, your information. So when you go out and you spec jobs, or you go out and deliver your invoices, you have collateral that you can leave behind that can in turn help that customer provide referrals to you. There is a plethora of information inside this dealer marketing portal that you will have access to through the pro@norteccontrol.com that will give to you in a follow-up email. Please sign up for that. Please utilize these assets. There's more in there than you'll need, all the way from door hangers to videos to help you with your website. We give you all the materials you need to be successful. If you want to put a 2-gig logo on a van, we have the ability for you to do that. So please use our university, use our dealer portal for all your marketing needs. Utilize our infield teams, utilize our trainers, use our tech support, lean on us as a manufacturer to make you successful. That's what we're here for. That's what we wake up every day to go to work for, to deliver to you. And if you have an opportunity and you are going to ISC West, please come by our booth and meet our team, see our panel, touch and feel it, or get out to these 18 events that we're going to be doing in the next couple months in branches. Come meet our team, come be part of the fun that we're going to share. We'll have raffles, we'll have food, we'll make it a fun event for you. But today, what we wanted to share with you was the breadth of our offering, the opportunity for you to make a lot of money through quicker installs to install more. We are priced across the channel competitively so that you're not going to get outpriced by other dealers. Snap has got excellent pricing for you. Utilize alarm.com and all the assets that they have available to you, and together we will work together to make you successful. And with that, I'll open it up to questions and comments. Gary?
Great job, guys. Thank you so much. No, you're right. It's a wealth of knowledge if you're just starting this off, or if you've been using 2 gig. I'm interested to see what we've got here. Got a couple in the Q&A, guys. So let's check them out. And Ralph, right off the bat, can you increase your? Hey, I don't know if we can increase it. I don't know what you were looking at, but we're already through it. I hope you were able to kind of follow along, Ralph. All right. So Ken Tower, is there a door? Is there, or maybe I think he's trying to say, will there be a doorbell camera in the works?
We're developing all the time. I don't have a roadmap of when things are coming out, but I can guarantee you that if we can't manufacture it, we will find a way to partner with somebody who already has this in like alarm.com. If we can do something better and is more cost effective, we'll build or manufacture our own. This is a conversation we have internally all the time with ourselves.
Exactly. Well, at least you know that if it comes to market, Ken's ready to go.
Yep.
Hey, James, what's going on? James, good. Can you only have 2 touchscreens per partition, or is that just a partitioning example in general? I think he's referring to the deck.
That's just an example. You can put up to 8 remote keypads. If you have specific examples, would certainly recommend that you reach out to your local nice North American sales manager to kind of talk about some of these unique challenges. But I have oftentimes, or have not seen many examples of putting 8 keypads in one home. But certainly if there are specific examples where you need it, please let us know, and we'd love to work with you on that.
And then can you give the email address to sign up for the
Yes.
Nortech University? Yeah, and also Ralph, I'll have that on my email as well. Hey, I was curious on that sign up, guys. Will they ask our partners what distributor they're with? Sometimes that happens, and they either would put Snap One or a Volutone or a Custom Plus.
I can't.
I saw, you know what, on your graphic, it said regarding the marketing materials, give us X, Y, and Z. It didn't get specific on where they were buying product from.
I'm not sure how that
saw.
university is. I know you'll enter in, through the website. You'll apply for it, and then I believe it is. I don't know how personalized it gets, but that's something I'll look into for you, Gary.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can already. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. Yeah, I don't know if it's that important. A lot of times where that they would. All I'm saying is the partner might be confused to say whether it's Snap One or a Volutone or etc.
No,
But
with the Nortech University, going onto the landing page, it asks you for your personal details, blood type, the name of your firstborn, all of that good stuff. No, in all seriousness, no, it doesn't ask you for any of that information. It just asks you for your contact name information, email address, and they will literally send you a link for those courses that you decide to sign up for, whether it's sales or installation. Lots of material that's out there, even with our pro marketing portal, being able to leverage all of the logos and customizable videos and lifestyle images to enhance your website. These are all of the things that we can do to help support you to make more money.
Yeah. Thank you, Charles.
So, coming from a training perspective, do you guys field more questions with implementing a brand new system, or is it more enhancing an existing system? Where do you guys kind of field that? And where do you think that most of the questions would come from? And not that that's, something to be identified, but, in your support role, where do you guys field most of the concerns from our participants?
I think it really boils down to, where the dealer is at, whether they're a new dealer or an experienced dealer, they all need some type of help, and we're here to assist in any way that we can. We've got, we have a mandate for our technical support to answer within 2 minutes. Now, obviously, if there's extenuating circumstances, that's a different story, but oftentimes they will answer within 2 minutes. We've got great local representation in most of the United States, and having local guys there to support you, whether you're a new dealer or an experienced dealer. I mean, it all just really depends. I mean, there's just, we can certainly help support that.
Yeah, on all facets. It's funny because the custom integration community in general does just that. They customize their integration. They might come into a job and kind of have a vision of where that particular security system wants to be, based off their customers' needs, right? Exactly. And it's all about kind of expanding the feature sets that are already implemented there. We talked about customizations and some of the graphics that you can put in there, but really, and obviously the facial identification, just a lot of fun stuff in there to really personalize that experience. And I think that that's where I always want to allow our dealer creativity to really shine, and that's where they get asked back. That's where they get the referrals from, I think.
Yeah, I would just add on to that and say that, first of all, the Nortec University has a lot of video and tips and tricks to help an installer at whatever level that they're coming into the line with. But I would say the number one most important thing to a dealer is the ability to have a reliable panel, because the margins can be small enough to where if you have to roll a truck after you install it, you're not gonna, your profit margin goes away. So in this market, reliability is number one. Number two is ease of use and programming. If they have to spend hours inside of a house programming or installing, it eats into their ability to go to multiple jobs. So those are the two things that we focused on in building all our products, is the reliability, number one, which Charles talked about being less than 1% failure rate. And number two is easy use and getting in and out, making it very easy for the installer. The third, obviously, is the customer's satisfaction. And we hear about that through our dealer base, mainly through if they get confused on how to use a panel. So as you can see, the GC2E was 2 buttons, easy arm, disarm. Go to the touchscreen if you want more. If you want to light up more outside of that, that's where, you just have to know your client, know your customer. And I would say our partnership with alarm.com and their easy use of the app. I think right now in today's market, you can be very, 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 which we have very successful dealers based on that criteria that we went to market and built.
Wait, you said very, very, what was the word you said?
Very.
No, well, you're right. And that's the attractive part about 2GIG, and you talked about margins, and it's not just the margin on one job. And this is a product that is perfectly set up for, a multiplicity, right? And a guy and his particular business is looking at, if I can do 10 or 15 panels and that margin spread, and how he's looking at that ease and in a template, so to speak, and how to really, make his programming efficient, make his, teaching his clients, just the whole thing. It all is bundled together in an attractive package, and we want you guys to be able to have that confidence to install and back it up with the product being available to you, and being able to expand upon that from there. So, and
having Snap as a great partner in your hands and Snap's hands, we are, again, it's not we don't think of you as our customer, we are a partner. So Snap has full access to everything we have, as well as the dealer does too. And I think together, our goal is to have a happy customer all the way throughout the process. And our goal as a manufacturer is to deliver against our promises. And so I just want to end with that, because I'm going to have to jump off as well.
Okay, guys, 10 o'clock straight up. I cannot thank you guys enough for sharing this time with me on a Thursday for the weekly webinar series. Join us next Wednesday again. Hit the event section to sign up for the future events that I've got coming up every Wednesday. Randy and I have been working very hard on getting that live package out to you guys. Look for that on Friday. But yeah, Charles, thanks for joining. Awesome job, gentlemen. I recorded this. Everything's going to be in your inbox on Friday morning. I cannot thank you enough from all of us, 2GIG partner.
Thank you for this opportunity. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart for this.
Yeah, we got a mission here, and we need our partners to know what that mission is, and I think we've accomplished that. Look for more to come, guys. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Thank you from all of us at Snap One, guys. Randy, Charles.
Have a great day.
Take care.